Hi, welcome back to Everyday Gun Owner. First, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's watched, liked, added a comment. Thank you so much for helping us grow. We are growing very, very fast, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you so much. Try to read every single comment. I can't necessarily answer all of them because I'm getting hundreds a day now. You guys are awesome and fantastic. Thank you so much for supporting us. Today, I'm joined by my father, John. We want to do this live, but I wanted to kind of test the waters and do this recorded and see if this is something all of you would be interested in, to do these live or have some of you come on here live via like Zoom or something. But I want to introduce my dad, John. He's 80 years young. He is a retired firefighter, retired about 20 years now.
Yeah, 20
33
plus.
years in the fire service. So the first question is, what was your experience with guns? When did you learn? How did you learn? Who taught you? What did you learn with?
Well, it goes back to 1950s, in the early to mid 50s. My brother Bob, in Connecticut, and he said, "Well, I think it's about time you learned about guns." And we had an old .22 rifle made by Sears Roebuck, single shot. Good squirrel gun, good squirrel gun, good rabbit gun. And he just sat me down and he showed me all the positions for using a rifle, the ins and outs of it, and I just kept going.
That's awesome. I love big brothers. Yep, but I know he's 8 years older than you, so he was probably in his teens. So you've been around guns 50 some odd years, give or take, off the top of my head.
Give or take 50 odd years.
Probably closer to 60.
On 60.
Yeah, okay. So me personally, I started in 1988. I was getting my criminal justice degree and we had to take a firearms class. So I don't have it here, but the first gun I learned on was the 686, a good old stainless steel Smith & Wesson. Fell in love. Handguns. I was exclusively handguns, some shotguns. And I picked up a rifle in the Army, believe it or not. Didn't do a lot of rifle shooting. It was all handguns. Fell in love with the AR. So I've been shooting AR since 2008. So what is that? 15 plus years, give or take.
Yeah, 17, 18
30
years.
plus years, 35 with handguns and shotguns. And here we are. So, but I wanted to ask, and I think this might be a video down the road. Have you shot an AR?
No, I haven't.
Do you want to shoot an AR? We might be going to the range.
I'd love to.
I'll teach you, obviously.
Okay.
It's not going to be,
I know.
Here's a gun, go shoot it. No,
Yeah.
I'll teach you all about it, break it down, all that.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I think that might be a video. Dad goes to the range with an AR. They're fun. Like the Legos for adults. But when you buy a gun, because I know a little bit, obviously in the fire service, we're both old and broken. I have back problems. I've got shoulder injuries. My right hand's starting to bother me. I know you've got bone spurs, rotator cuffs, back pains, heart attacks.
Yeah.
The joy of getting older. But when you look for a gun, when you buy a gun, obviously, ooh, that looks cool. But truly, when you buy a gun, what do you look for? Is it comfort, ease of use, capacity? What do you look for?
Kind of a little bit of all of that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because I have had... right now, it's more ease of use because of my hands. I've had 8 surgeries on my hands. And
Split between the two hands.
Split between the two hands, yeah. It's trigger finger releases.
The tendon gets tight, or
the tendon gets tight, and the little thing that it runs in, and they have to cut it and loosen it up.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. But, it's, makes your hands stiff, a little bit of not as much mobility, but...
So it's a lot, it's a combination. It's not just comfort, it's, obviously, can you see the sights?
Exactly,
It's where the safeties, and I'm not, and we're not here to... I love revolvers, I love semi-autos. This is not the everyday revolver channel. We love guns, so
yeah.
more for at home self-defense, personal carry, everyday carry. So I know we're not going to be doing an AR, but it's an excuse to shoot an AR. Okay, and that's why I was going to say you have the easy
I have the easy. That's the that one's the equalizer.
Yep, the equalizer. Yep.
I also have the easy, which is a little bit smaller than that capacity wise.
Yep, 8 rounds, I believe.
8 rounds, and it has the easy load magazines, as where the equalizer has
Standard.
the standard. So I have to use a Blula.
Yep.
And that's a big thing to use.
No, I understand. And some of those magazine springs are tight. I'll put some links in the description if you guys are interested. But I also know you bore sighted that recently.
Yeah.
Put again, his slides back. Put the hollow sight on. Just we're getting old. We need adaptation.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is can't really. I mean, you can kind of use the front sights, but the nice thing is the hollow sight just goes on. Doesn't go to a gunsmith.
Nope.
Doesn't need anything special. It just, I think it's an Allen wrench. So you adapt. It's like, okay, this gun works. I like it. I shoot it. It's comfortable, but I need a bigger sight. Basically, you got to upgrade because I'm old and blind.
As Clint Eastwood used to said, you adapt and overcome.
You improvise. You adapt. You overcome. Yep. Heartbreak Ridge. Now, what's your take on revolvers? This is the Ruger.
I really
like the Ruger.
haven't done much with revolvers. I've got a GP 100 with a 4-inch barrel and 357 38 special. I've shot it. It's almost too much for me.
The recoil or
the recoil?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was hard to cock the hammer.
Which is fine. Again, I know that's double action. Some of the Rugers this has a hammer. Some of the Rugers, and this, like the Smith & Wesson I shot today, the 642 is hammerless. Those, but yeah, I know some of those triggers can be a beast.
Yeah.
I don't have a trigger pull gauge, but
it's...
I'll have to look that up. But and I was just curious so you're more semi-autos.
I'm more semi-auto.
I like both.
Ease of use, really.
So, yeah, I know a lot of comments I've seen. It's revolvers, which is fine. There's nothing against revolvers, nothing against semi-autos.
No, I don't have anything against them.
Love my 1911 style 45. So, but I wanted to ask, as you get older, what's your number one concern, not only when you purchase a gun, but when you use a gun? Is it something physical? Is it something mental? Little of both?
It's a little of both, but more, it's more mental, I think.
Okay.
Have I got the I don't know how to put it, but the fortitude to actually do it.
Like use it in a self-defense?
Use it in a self-defense.
In other words, you're asking yourself, can I take another life?
Yeah.
Or is it something to the effect of, okay, I hope I can use this gun because the slide's really heavy or something?
No, it's more of taking somebody's life.
I understand. I understand.
But if my life is in jeopardy or my family's life is in jeopardy, it's going to be used.
Oh, I understand. I mean, we've trained in the Army. We've simulators as close as we can get. Blanks. Pray it does not happen ever.
Yes.
At home, anywhere. But knowing it's there does provide a level of confidence.
Yes.
But you have to make sure it doesn't go higher to overconfidence.
Yep.
Yeah, and just, train with it, all that. But and you really, nobody can answer that question until it happens. If it happens, it may never happen.
Exactly.
I'm praying I never have to use my guns.
Yeah.
I really don't, because there's legal and moral, convictions and all that.
Yes.
But the world is a crazy place, and it's getting crazier. And nobody can answer. And it's something you have to mentally prepare for. If you don't think you can do it, then no, I would absolutely not suggest a gun at all, because what's the point,
Yeah.
Then that was kind of my other question is, in terms of overall confidence with the gun, because I know you're older, slowing down. I'm slowly getting there with like drawing, reloads, general training. Do you feel confident?
I feel confident, but still it's a matter of practice and repetition.
Yep. Yeah, and that's something even I admit I slept on.
Muscle memory.
It is. It is. If you have the gun in the same place.
And the muscle memory up here.
There is a lot for mental rehearsing. I know some people don't believe in it. I'm a believer in it. If I mentally rehearse practicing good reloads, I think it's going to help the physical reload. Now, I'm not going to be perfect. You know, I'm not going to be, Jerry Micklick reloading, shooting 6, reloading, and shooting 6 in 3 seconds. But I definitely think mental rehearsing does help.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the last thing I have is, now granted, don't send hate mail or hate comments, please. But just as I've done this over the last couple of months, and I've noticed over a while, it seems like the firearms industry tends to cater toward the younger crowd, the 20s, the 30s, maybe even the 40s. I don't see a lot of like advertisements, YouTube advertisements, commercials. I don't see a lot of advertisements in magazines with, frankly, older people. I just wanted to get, as an older person, you've got, well, how old am I? Oh, 50, 60, 70. You got like 25 years on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how old am I? Just your take, and
yeah, I've noticed that there's like you said, the ads on the YouTube videos, things like that. Not for the seniors, and the seniors are what this country is based on.
I would have to see if I could research and find out like annual reports for Smith or Ruger, because obviously when you buy a firearm, there's federal paperwork and it has your age.
You have the age.
That kind of goes under personally identifiable information, PII. Yeah. I would be curious to see what the numbers are if I could find any. Now I understand direct marketing, advertising, demographics, all that. They might not be catering. That might not be their target demographic. I don't know. I mean, all firearms, they have pistols, rifles, shotguns. They all do different things. But it just seems like, especially in the handgun world, they're not either. I don't want to say they're not paying attention. They're not focusing on the older folks. And I think they're missing out.
But I think now they are. There's some of the companies are starting to go towards the older, seniors.
Yeah.
And women also.
Yeah.
There's older women that like to shoot, and they're coming out now with ones like the Equalizer,
the Easy.
The Easy. Ruger's has a line of light rack semi-automatics.
Good.
And I think some of the other companies do too, but I kind of just stayed with Smith.
Which is fine. They have a long, long history.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to hate on the gun industry. Just something I've noticed. So what are your comments? Let me know. I'll do my best to read them. I'm going to be honest. I get a lot of comments. I can't comment on every single one. But do you think the firearms industry is missing the target? Yes, I intended that with the seniors. But that's about it. I think next we're going to review at the Springfield XD, one of my favorite guns. And I think that's it. Do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to add? Comments, questions, hopes, dreams?
I'm fine. That was good.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for being with me. And we'll see you.
You're welcome. I really enjoyed it.
Bye.